So we all are live. Hi everyone.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
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 Uh,
Hi, hello.
I'll just before we start, I'll just introduce the group. So because a lot of people are watching us who are followers and subscribers of the Sentinel, and a lot of people are going to watch us because of the promotions that we did in the last 2 days. So we have to start off with, we have Meghna Mehzabin Irshad. So she is a leading designer. So she is with us. Thank you so much, Meghna ma'am, for joining us. We have
Pleasure.
Varsha Vidya Singh. So thank you so much, Varsha. She's
Hello.
also a leading
Thank you so
designer.
much.
Then we
Thank
have
you.
Mr. Jyoti Kumar Nath from Jyoti and Kashmiri. I think
Hi.
even Kashmiri is going to join us very soon. So, and we have, of course, Meenu Paul and I, Tanmoy Saikia, we are hosting the show. And today last time we did this entire session with some leading models from Assam who are based out of Assam or they are based in Assam who have bought accolades to the region. So today we wanted to get to know from the leading designers of Assam, basically, what are they
Yes.
doing during this lockdown? Because everybody is having a difficult time during the pandemic, and a lot of people are losing hopes. A lot of people are trying to stay positive. The whole reason of us coming together and about lifestyle and fashion is that we wanted to know from our leading designer, our esteemed guests, that how they're coping up with this pandemic, how they're coping up with this lockdown. Hi, Kashmiri. Kashmiri has just joined us from Jyoti and Kashmiri,
Hi.
and
Hi,
so
Kashmiri.
Hello.
Hi.
so yes, hi.
Hi.
So I
Hi,
hi,
everyone.
hi. So
Hi.
Kashmiri, I was just introducing the whole team and what we are going to talk about. So, as there are a lot of aspiring designers and a lot of people in the fashion industry who look up to people like you. So they are either they're aspiring designers or aspiring fashionistas or however you want to call them. So the whole point of us coming together is that we wanted to know how you're coping up with this pandemic, how it is affecting your industry. What are you doing with your weavers? What are you doing with your designs? What are you doing with your collections? What is the way forward? What is your plan? And most importantly, how you are spending time at home? Because a lot of people would like to know, because no doubt every industry is getting affected because of the pandemic, but because we are here to talk about fashion and lifestyle, so we'll focus on our industry. And so we'll just start off, probably we'll start off with Megnaba, you can just tell us what you're doing
Yeah.
and
Yes.
how you're coping up and what are your plans during this pandemic lockdown and post lockdown. How do you see this entire industry going and doing a comeback?
Yeah, hi everyone, and thank you, Tanmoy. It was a
Hi.
much needed, conversation actually.
Yes.
See, we all are together in this particular time, which is a hard time for everyone, and
Right.
everybody's hit somewhere or the other. So are we, because we don't fall into the category of essentials,
Right.
daily needs. We fall into the
Right.
category of luxury. So
Yes.
for us, it is little more difficult, we feel. But then there are a lot of positive and negative side to everything. Now, negative, yes, of course. Sometimes we feel low. We feel, we feel hopeless actually, because it's the process. This duration is going on for quite some time, and there's no ending
Right.
to it. We feel like that.
Right.
But positive
Right.
side of bahut ase, I feel,
Yes.
because post previously it was like, before this pandemic started, we were like always in rush all the time. Had to meet had to meet the ends of our customers. We were
Right.
like really
Right.
rushing. So now we are
Right.
taking things a little easily. We're
Right.
relaxing. At the same time, we are a little anxious and worried also what's going to happen. And
Right. Of
yes,
course.
about yes, of course, at times we get demotivated, but by exercising, talking to friends and talking to colleagues, this keeps us a little more alive with our work, and we feel
Right.
that we are
Right.
together. It's one good thing about this whole thing, Tanmay, is that we
Right.
feel that we are all together in this now.
Right. Right.
In this entire, since it's a business, it's a fashion is a business, and we are all, trying to do the best. Like somebody's trying to do something else, I'm trying to do something else. We are always in kind of a healthy competition with each other. But now we
Right.
feel, if there's a healthy competition also, but at the same time we are in the same boat, all of us. So
Right.
that gives
Absolutely.
us a feeling of closeness
Yes.
in between
Right.
us, I think.
Right.
And those egos and the rest of the stuff, we keep it aside.
Yes,
So
of
I
course,
think,
of course,
yes,
because
yes,
yeah, of course, because during hard times you cannot, you have to balance out everything because
absolutely,
any which case, life is a competition. At the end of the day, we all are competing, obviously, in our own divisions,
yes,
in our own departments, in our own field of work. But of
right,
course, it is time that this is a very difficult time, and even this industry is taking a hit. So obviously, during
yes,
this time, we need to be together. We need to
yes,
think
yes, that
wisely. We need to
that
think about the
yeah.
future. It's like that,
Right,
right?
right, absolutely. And about the weavers and my workers, I would say yes.
Right,
Right.
I have my weavers with me still now because I'm not letting them go home. Because I feel,
right,
let this whole thing, let the chain keep on going, though we are looking
right,
for breaking the chain of COVID-19.
right,
But yes,
right,
the chain of work, we are keeping it intact, motivating
right,
them, talking to them,
right,
having a
right,
cup of tea with them, having a meal with
right,
them to make them feel
right.
that, we are same. You're not my worker, I
Okay.
am not your employer. I am just like you. So that keeps me
Right,
motivating. We stay as a family, and I think that is
right,
the reason why these guys have not left and gone home. They're with me and
right,
they consider this as a home, and they're still working.
right,
My weavers are working with me. And
right,
I feel like, the work is slow, not as fast as it
right.
was
Right, of
before,
course.
but
Yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah.
but it is taking a pace and it is going on. It is not stopping, so that it is not
Right,
making you feel, we have to stop abruptly, nothing like that. And
right,
yes, a lot of time has been given to the family because I have old parents with me staying, so
right,
I am giving them time. But yes, when I go out, I make sure that I don't come and meet them because I just
right,
talk to them from a distance, a
right,
phone call. So that is how I'm doing, and I'm calling up my colleagues. I think I'm more closer to my friends and colleagues now because
right.
that is, this entire thing has a positive look to it also, positive view to it
Right,
also. So I'm
right,
getting connected to my family, which I've never even spoken probably, you know.
right,
So this time it's like we are getting more closer. Yes, self motivation is like, you have to motivate yourself to be
right,
healthy, eat healthy. Yes,
right,
sometimes we tend to eat, indulge in few things, which I
right,
do sometimes. Yes,
right, right.
and this lockdown has made me a better cook, I guess.
Wow, fantastic.
Yes, I've
Yes,
started
yes, and I
baking.
want to, put in some words on, about that.
Go
Okay.
Edna
ahead.
Mezzanine, she makes amazing cakes, and I have become a big fan of hers. It's just,
Thank you
one
so
of the
much.
talent
Thank you
which
so much.
she has gone
Thank
through.
you so much. Thank you so much. And well, it was something that I really wanted to do, and I did, and I'm happy about it. But yes, there are times when I feel a little low also, but I keep my spirits high by thinking it's just a phase. It will not stay
Right,
forever. At a tough
right,
times, they don't last. Tough people do.
right,
That's
right.
what. And
Yeah, because even yeah, of course, even I believe that every dark cloud has a silver lining. So obviously,
absolutely,
this
absolutely.
this cannot last forever. At some point in
Mm,
time, in fact, things were getting better, but it can obviously because it got a little out of control. So again, this lockdown has been announced, but
mm.
eventually, obviously, one fine day it'll come to an end because right now the cure, I would not say full cure, but the partial cure has also come out. So
Right, right.
by the
We
time
are
the
very
medicines
hopeful. We
hit
are
the
very
market,
hopeful. Yes.
yeah, yeah,
Yes, we are.
we or the whole
Yeah.
yeah, everybody is hopeful about it because those medicines will take some time to hit the market, but still, it
Yes.
will eventually it will set in. So
See,
right now,
yeah,
so
true.
now, okay, now I'd like to hear from Barsha Aditya Singh that how she's spending her time and what she's doing to do with her personal life as well as her professional life, how she's coping up during this pandemic.
Okay, actually, Tanma, last 21 days itu hoi gol, 21 নহয় বেছিয়ে
Yes.
হ'ল. During
हाँ,
that
वैसे ही
time, I
होगा.
was like completely clueless what to do.
Okay. हाँ.
Okay, because this is the first time that we all were facing this situation, and I was
Yeah.
clueless. I was like, মানে মোৰ যোনটো stitching unit আছিলে বা handwork যিখিনি আছিলে, they
हाँ.
all left home. But only people
Oh,
that stayed back were my viewers. They said they wanted to
okay.
stay back. I said, okay, stay back.
Okay.
Because they're like a
Okay.
family. They stay in I mean, purana ghar ta thake tate hal ase. So this is like their own home. But then they
Right.
stayed back. And those, I don't know how many days we were, that lockdown was for 21 days and it got extended.
Yes.
সেইখিনি
Right.
সময়ত somehow I tried to keep myself busy by working out and then by
Wow.
cooking and then
Right.
spending time with my son and my family. But
Right.
সেইখিনি সময় গুচি গ'ল, but এই যে আকৌ আহি গ'ল, this is
Right.
again, I get so much demotivated, but then
Right.
somehow I have to make myself strong and make myself
Right.
understand, no, this is just a
Right.
phase and this will just go out, go off.
Right.
Because see, I
Right.
have my son with me, okay, and then
Right.
I have to son and then my people who are working with me, I have to make,
Right.
because if I have to stay strong, because I have to set
Yeah,
an
of
example
course.
ki it's nothing,
Right.
it
Right.
কেতিয়াবা এনেকুৱা হয় and we have to face it. But it's a
Right.
very difficult time, I must say. But then if you ask
Right.
me about the weavers, they're still there.
Right.
Kam kori
Right.
ase. I
Right.
just recently launched my new collection. It's called Colors of
Right.
Hope. During that, the previous lockdown,
Okay.
সেইখিনি সময়ত
Right.
মানে আমাৰ ওচৰত
Right.
যি available আছিলে, সেইখিনি দি
Right.
পেলাই সূতা দি পেলাই আমি বনাইছিলো. And
Right.
now I am thinking, now the best part is that we have lot of time. I mean, to think.
Right.
আগতে কি হয়,
Right.
business কৰো, and then I did not have the time to think ki what I'm going to do. Pisot moi ki
Right.
korim, what is my future
Right.
plan. Now
Right.
I think this is the best time to plan the business, the new collection
Right.
that I'll be launching. So I think
Right.
instead of getting low, I try to
Right.
keep myself positive, thinking what much better I can do about my own personal life, or my
Right.
health or my business. So this is how I'm just keeping myself busy. That's all.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Good to hear from you. So now I'll
Yeah.
ask Jyoti and Kashmiri that probably I am not sure. Probably in Assam they are the only fashion designing couple, if I may say. So because I have not come across at least whom I know in this fashion family of ours. So they are like a fashion designing couple. So which is like when a husband and wife they have a connect in terms of professional life also, it comes out very strongly to everybody.
Yeah.
So would like to know from both of them how they are coping up with the pandemic and what they are doing during this lockdown, and what are their plans with their collections, with their new launches, and with their group of people working for them. So you guys can now like say us how you are coping up with the pandemic.
Uh, Bashaba and Mezabinba, they spoke very well, and we almost agree to almost all the points what they said, because we all are
Right.
in same position, and
Right.
whatever complexities and differences and difficulties they are facing, we are also facing in the same. It's all the same. But one thing I would like to say that I think in maybe in Guwahati, or if I'm not wrong, and at least in the fashion fraternity, we are the we had served. We are facing the most highest number of quarantine period we had lived,
Okay.
because
All right.
lockdown was from, I think, 23rd, if I'm not wrong, March, and
Right. Right.
we were in quarantine from April from March 16th onwards, because
Right.
Paris, and so I had to quarantine some extra time.
so she
Okay. You are traveling international.
Yes, actually,
Okay.
she was studying
Yes, she
there,
was in
and
Paris.
then the France situation got very bad, and they closed all the entire France on 17th. So she came back on 16th itself,
Okay.
and
Okay.
it was that she could come back before the lockdown here, and
Okay.
I think she was lucky enough that she got no symptoms, and she was home quarantined basically, not exactly
Okay.
hospital quarantine.
Okay.
So I had to also be in quarantine with her, and I had to send my
Okay.
parents to my house, and we were in there.
Okay.
And but I think that period was, we enjoyed that period because after around 8 or 9 months, we met each other again, and
Wow.
so, so I think, but it was like all the work had to be done by me. That was the most difficult part because she could not.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
locked in a room
she
and
was
he
Right.
had to do
Right.
everything.
Right.
so. I think this lockdown period gave us, we honed our skill in cooking and
Wow.
talking to each other and like fighting also, watching movies. I think
Lots
there
of
isn't a
movies
series.
and Netflix
I think
series.
there isn't a series in Netflix or Hotstar or you talk about any other platform that is left, which is a good movie, and we had watched it
Okay.
all together from morning till night.
That's interesting. Yeah.
A really stressful period actually for everyone. And what
Okay.
we have been doing, like to stay mentally strong, we have been meditating. We
Okay.
have been, yeah, trying to meditate and try to remain calm. As you know, of course, it's a hard time for every one of us.
Of course.
And
Yes.
regarding our work, similar situation is like with Barshaba and Mezabin Ba. Our viewers are still working. There are a lot many less orders as compared to the regular days. So they are at ease, but they are at home, so there is no issue. They can work. And our the team of my 20 master tailor work, handwork, karigar, and all, they were working for the last this 25 days after the lockdown period was over, and today we had sent them to home. And
Okay.
we had maintained the policy of strictly operating on 50% workmanship in our sales force and our master tailor staff, so
Yeah,
that
everyone
Right.
comes for alternate days.
everyone
So
comes
it's not
alternate
very
days,
crowded.
and we try to maintain the social hygiene and the care in our boutique as well as in our workshops also. And
Mhm.
we had, everybody is doing, I guess, because to keep, if they are safe, we are
Right.
safe. And
Yes.
it's
Right.
all related because we are all
And we are
family, and
responsible
we
for
are
their safety.
responsible for their well-being.
Yes.
And in
Yes.
the last 3 months also, I think, although everybody knows that everybody is facing much financial difficulties, but they are dependent on us, and we are also dependent on them. So at least
Yes.
we are paying them. We had stopped many expenses on other sides, but at least we had tried to pay them their salary so that they can survive in this mode. If they are happy and they can survive, we can also survive.
Yeah, because this period will go, but Jyoti and Kashmiri will have to continue. And so,
Yes. Yes. Of course.
So today was the last working day again. We had sent them to their back homes,
Right.
and so that they can be there with their family. And I
Right.
think I think Assam is suffering the most in entire eastern region because we are suffering from corona as well as we are suffering from flood also.
Floods,
So a lot
Yes.
of places are there. Their hometowns are also in flood. So I think really difficult situation for Amar. I think everybody is
Right.
facing like this. All of us.
Right.
true.
Okay, okay. I wanted to ask one thing. It's specifically to the design industry. So because in between when we are open, I have seen a lot of designers. They have done their shoot with
Shooting.
their latest launches, with the leading faces of the industry and the leading models and all. They've done some kind of shoot during this period. But during the lockdown, I have seen it happening in other states in India. Say if somebody wants want to get into a virtual shoot, all right. Say you have launched a collection, and you have of course made it available in your boutique, all right. But now because the boutique is going to be closed for 14 days, and we do not know if it's going to be extended beyond 14
Extended.
days. So of course it is like if you have a request or a from a client that okay, I want this particular design and I want you to make it during the lockdown at home, whether it could be after the lockdown also. But in terms of, I was asking more in terms of promoting that collection. If it is not, you're not able to promote it at your boutique or at your designer outlet, is it possible to do like a virtual shoot and still carry on with your promotions right from home? And because it is very important to keep yourself visible in the social media, because uh, the brands that all of you have are very strong brands. So to make that brand visible even during the lockdown, is it possible to do some kind of a virtual shoot, sending your collection to somebody, that person wearing at home and getting a makeover and sending you back the picture so that you can still promote your collection? I am just trying to ideate here. Anybody can,
Actually,
anybody can,
because Tanmay, Ajiprato
yeah,
Bondho Hoy Gol, so this was a very
right,
good
right,
idea. But
right.
I did not do that. What I did was,
Okay,
I recently did 3 shoots. So I think for
right.
next 20 days, I have enough of photographs to promote. So
Yes,
I did
right.
a shoot
Okay.
with Varsha. I did a
Yes,
shoot with Rimpi. Even video shoots I
right,
have done.
right,
And then one
right.
more model. So, for at least for next 20 days, 1 month, I have, because we
Okay, you
have to
have
be
this sort.
available online. Yes, yes. So
Right,
that is
right.
something that I have already planned.
Yes.
Shoot was, it's been already done. I
Okay.
did that.
Okay.
So,
Hmm. Okay,
okay.
the same
So,
thing with
And
me. Yeah,
yes.
I haven't. The idea was very nice, and it was sounding very nice. But see,
Right,
yeah.
the situation is such that you see, we cannot keep on promoting only, our clothes in between. We, as a
right,
responsible citizen, we have a kind of responsibility to the society
right,
also. See,
right,
at this
right.
moment, as I told you, we are kind of a luxury brand. We all are.
Mm,
Yes, what we were
mm,
doing was during the lockdown, the first lockdown, we were making masks. Previously,
right,
I was making it for the people who cannot afford it, people who are
right,
actually daily wage workers. In fact, you
right,
can say the families of my tailors and their
right,
relatives and things like that. So I was doing that, and there are a few good clients of mine, of I would call them friends and well wishers. They started buying it from me, so it helped me to produce more masks, which I did eventually on a charity, and I was also selling, though it is not a
right,
sufficient income for any designers. I
right.
can understand that,
Of
but
course,
it will
of course.
keep you motivated. It'll keep you motivated to do
Right,
something more. So
right.
that's what we did. And about the shoot, yes, I have also done a shoot, and I was about to do the promos, and this lockdown
Right.
had come in. Well, anyways,
Okay,
I did a shoot with a singer called Priyanka Varali. So I did
okay.
mixed. It's not that I did a collection entirely on the lockdown. No,
Right.
it was a
Okay,
mixture of what I had and what I did. I mixed and clubbed
okay.
them together, and I did a
Right,
shoot for that.
right,
And slowly we will be promoting it in social
mm,
media also, because it's
right,
the only
right,
option we have at the moment.
right.
Yeah,
Uh,
and
Absolutely.
yes,
Yes.
yeah.
I would like to add, I forgot about the masks. Even,
Right,
we started making masks for myself, like for my family,
okay.
for my workers.
Right,
And then people
right.
started asking, can we buy your mask? Okay, fine. So
Yes.
I started making masks like that. And what I have
Okay.
added is that a filter pocket, so that, it becomes more safe, where you
Right,
can put a filter paper, or maybe what you call surgical mask inside, so
right,
that it becomes
right,
more safe. And then I have also
right.
added this, there's a nose clip made of copper,
Yes.
so that it becomes more tighter. So I was thinking
Right,
on a mask, how can I make it more, so that it works. It should not be like
right,
it's only for fashion. No, I was not making
right.
mask for fashion. I was making
Uh,
mask so that it is safe for people to use. And
right,
then this is what,
right,
yeah.
And we actually uh, uh, we actually did we actually do regular shoots for our brand. So in the lockdown period, we actually didn't do any shoot because of we thought of because of the safety reasons. So
right,
we have enough content for posting on the social media right now for another maybe 1 month or 1.5 months.
okay,
And yes,
okay,
absolutely, it is correct. I agree to all the designers and you also that it's the best tool we have right now. So that because many weddings are there, many functions are there, people who want to buy from us,
right,
say after 3 4 months or 1 year or 6 months. So they are we are posting for them, and we as a brand we have a set of tool for the customers who live outside Assam, because right from the starting of our launch we had a lot of customers who are SMS brides who are basically living or studying outside Assam and even outside India also.
It's not
So
possible for them to
it's not
come
possible for
over.
them. So it's like a regular day for them, whether it is a pandemic or not. So we have a set of tool for them for their measurements and all, so that they don't have to come here. And during this time also we maintained a very strict policy of no trials for anybody, because reduce the hazards. And I think we purchased our first mask on February 15th or 18th something.
Okay.
Before I think we made them, and till now we had made around 3,000 masks at our own factory, at my own workshop, and along with surgical mask and those 3,000 masks, till now we had distributed around 8 to 10,000 masks to the needy people, and till now we had not sold anything, any mask yet of as of yet, but let's see if the situation demand we will do that. But we are trying to, because as a responsible citizen it's our duty to give feed the people who can't afford, and basically who can't afford the reusable mask. Now surgical mask is everywhere, available everywhere, but the reusable mask is still in scarcity and it's very pricey also.
And even the reusable mask, it has certain criteria, like it
Right.
has to have 3 filters um, for for it to be viable against this virus. So so we are
Right.
trying to make masks like that.
Okay.
So that's how we spent our these days.
Okay. Okay. I wanted to ask one more thing. I just wanted a general opinion on this. As right now, even the events, it has completely stopped, of course. And I don't see, if you ask me, I'm also from a events background. I actually don't see an event happening at least in the next 6 months to a year, to be very honest. Even if everything opens up, okay, everything becomes normal, I think any kind of public gathering would be the last thing that would be allowed to happen. They might I feel that will even happen after even the schools open, schools, and probably after the schools and colleges open, which is the probably the biggest gathering place. Then the government might again start allowing to have any kind of fashion events, entertainment events. So I wanted to know how much the fashion industry specific to the designers, how much are the designers dependent on events? Because I know a lot of designers, they obviously they like to promote their collection, their designs through an event. I want to know how much of percentage weightage you would give for promoting your collection or your brand through an event, and of course your digital media promotions and your other kind of promotions that you do for your brand, your shoots and your presence in probably some television talk shows, some radio shows, and etc., etc. But what is the weightage that you give to an event to showcase your collection? So, which is not going to happen for another 1 year. So probably you would have to re-strategize or rethink how you would, because those events are not going to happen. So that would be a kind of a setback in terms of promoting your brand from all 360-degree angle. Now, how would you take it? How would you like to go about it?
I think if we go to the international platforms, and if we follow the international designers and all the fashion weeks and all, everybody
Right.
has stopped doing the shows, and there is a although we may it may happen that ki after 6 months or 8 months or maybe max to max 1 year, they may again allow us to do a physical show or showing. Or inviting our customers for a get together or on a tea. high tea, but
Right.
if you follow the international standards and international BOF and all the articles and all, everybody is now talking about whether there is really a need for those actual shows, and if we can really cut down on those, because there is two things involved. One is the cost and another is the safety measures. So there is a
Right.
lot of debate, although we are not in very for or against of those fashion shows and all, but
Right.
yes, there is a need to think about, because for a long run whether the cost is really there is a need, and there is because everybody is now thinking about all these factors, because
Right.
say suppose our all the big fashion shows happening over India and abroad, whether there is a need from someone to go from Italy to London or to showcase a design or something like that, because during this pandemic all the luxury, because she was in Paris, so she had seen all the luxury houses, they are facing trouble like anything. So
Right.
everybody is now rethinking about it, and I think till that time when the real fashion show happen, of course, it gives a designer a mileage, because
Right.
people can actually, we can invite our customers, people can actually see the designs, and we can have a chat. But
Right.
till that time, we are thinking of a virtual show
Virtual show, online, digital,
online on
digital
Facebook
fashion
and
show.
Instagram will be telecasted live, so
Okay.
that minimum people are involved. And but that is again after the lockdown is over only. So
Mhm.
we are planning a virtual fashion show where we will, just now we are having a chat over here. So similarly, people can watch it. They
Right.
can feel the vibe, but it's only
Right.
digital. So I think that
Right.
is the best way possible till the next 8 months or something.
Yes, I was also actually recently having a talk with Rahul Rajpura from Sentinel. So I was having a talk with him. Even I was also pretty much for this idea of going digital, at least for the next 1 year, because these on ground events and all are not going to happen for a year. I don't know that, even that is
Yeah.
a guess right now. It's a prediction. We don't know. So I was
At least
also
6
having this thought.
months.
Yes, at least 6 months. So I was also having this thought that why not we create a platform where we can
Online.
actually start going digital and doing shows like a live or a deferred live through a strong digital platform or media channel, where people can sit at home and still get the obviously watching an event live and watching it digitally is a hell and heaven difference. But at the end of the day, reaching out in terms of communication, reaching out in terms of look of the attire, the designs, people will still get to know about it. Even if it's digital, people will still get to see your collection, your design, your idea behind it. So I was also having this thought. I would just like to ask Meghnaba, because Meghnaba has a very strong event of her own, which we all are aware of. So a lady of her stature who has been doing this event for so many years now, right now, obviously in the near future, it has to be deferred. It has to be probably pushed to
Right.
2021. That also is a prediction we do not know. So
We do not
Meghnaba,
know.
your thoughts on the same?
Yeah, I was just thinking about it, Tanmay. See, the
Yes.
event industry and the fashion industry, they're all correlated, very much
Right.
correlated. And I
Right.
think it has been majorly hit. This hit has
Right.
been a major blow to the industry as
Right.
a whole. You know,
Right.
yes, we designers can promote things virtually and things like that.
Mm,
What about people
mm,
like you, people like Meenu, and
right.
so we are all together. So what I feel
Right.
is that we have to think about a new strategy, but very slowly, because we are very uncertain about the
Right.
future, what is going to happen.
Right.
I mean, I'm very
Right.
hopeful. What I would say that hopefulness is there. See, Tanmay,
Right.
see, this is a natural kind of a calamity or whatever you call it, this pandemic.
Mm,
See, when I get inspiration from people like, talk about the farmers. You see, they work the whole year and they wait for the harvest. And what about the floods? They devastate everything and they bounce back.
right.
So
Right.
I'm sure we are going to bounce back. I'm sure it's
Right.
just a phase, just a time where we need to stay strong. And this is the hardest period for everyone. And
Right.
that way we have to stay strong, keep ourselves motivated, and hope keeps us alive. We might
Right.
think, oh my god, we're not going to have it for another year. No, why not? We might have something happening like this. If something like COVID-19 can happen and keep us locked down inside our homes, at the same
Mm.
time something good might happen to us, and we might be able to do.
Right.
And this hope
Right.
should be in our minds all the time, this positive hope, so that
Mm.
we can we can do whatever we did
Right.
previously in normal
Right.
days. And
Right.
basically, it's a hard time for everybody, and especially the event industry. I can understand how tough it is. I
Right.
mean, regarding my event, I was just gearing up, and I was planning the event in the month of May, but somehow the
Right.
lockdown started from the month of March. I just did a
Right.
promo and then I had to stop it. But it's okay.
Right.
I always felt that something happens for good, and whatever happens. So
Yes.
let us keep it
Right.
like that. And yes, of
Right.
course, if we want to do shoots, virtual shoots, and virtual shows, we can do that.
Mm.
But yes, we can.
Right.
Previously, we used to call about 300 people a crowd to an event. Now, probably we can have smaller, get-togethers for our clients. If we're not
Right.
thinking in a bigger way, but we can think
Right.
like few people, and
Right.
maintaining that social distance and maintaining the
Right.
hygiene. See, one
Right.
thing this lockdown has taught us to maintain healthy hygiene, and
Right.
to keep ourselves protected, safe in whatever way.
Right.
No doubt it is
Right.
tough, because we were like people who are mixing around. We're social animals. We like to be social
Right.
all the time. But yes,
Right.
see, when there's a will, there's a way, and every situation have a solution itself.
Right.
And I feel
Yes.
we can definitely think on that line. Yes, for the time being, we need to hold on. We need to hold on. We
Yes.
need to stay positive, and we used to think, yes, why not? We can do it. Yes, of course. Maybe
Yes.
6 months. Maybe it might be 3 months also. Never know.
Right.
Meghna,
Right.
Hmm.
I fully agree to you, but
Yeah.
this you have a event company also. You are organizing events also. I think if we any event, as you may better know, that it takes 6 months to 1 year to prepare and plan for it
Absolutely.
Right.
to be successful.
True.
So
True.
I think this is the right
True.
time, and I would really like to request, because you are very senior for us, and
Hmm.
Meenu is also here. So I think people talk about the biggest fashion show of Northeast India and best show and all this. I think you should plan for a safest show of Northeast, keeping in mind all the matlab, safety standards and hygiene and all. I think that
That's
will
a
be the,
brilliant
I
idea.
think, biggest
Absolutely.
achievement for
Brilliant.
fashion
Brilliant.
industry.
Very
Yes.
good idea. Yes.
Yeah, we can
Mm.
go ahead with this. Why?
Yes. That's
Right.
a
It's
very good
very
Yeah,
good.
if
idea.
we all are
That's
together, we can definitely come up with this.
Yes, Meenu. Why not?
Yes.
Yes. I was in fact thinking, like, let this entire thing be off, because till the I think it's going to go on for some time, and we are not sure till
Sometime.
when. Yeah,
Mm.
for quite some time. So let's see. Maybe in the near future we will definitely. And it's on the mind. You see, you just need to work out. But at the moment, things are
Right.
so uncertain that you cannot plan when.
Right.
Let time pass. Time will heal us, and time will heal the entire
Yes.
thing. And with time, I think we can definitely think of something like
Right.
that. Why not?
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. So Barsha, I think you were also planning an event. How far I remember, you were also you were working out on the plan, but of course the pandemic happened in a very wrong time, even for
Yes,
you.
Yeah.
yes, yes. I was planning an event,
Right.
an yearly event actually for Vasundhara. But then, I just started with the plan, and then this pandemic happened. So I had to
Okay.
postpone it.
Right.
I have no idea ketia korbo paro. For now,
Right.
Tanmay, I'm not thinking anything else. I just
Mm.
want this, uh, we should survive. Everybody, all
Right.
the people around us,
Right.
from the farmers to everybody, because situation is very tough right now. So এতিয়া মই একদম ভাবা নাই, at least next 21 days or like and we have a lot of time to think. So I think this year it won't happen. Maybe I'm thinking
Mm.
about January probably. Let's see, with a very close gathering,
Mm.
with the people, number of people of maybe 50, 60, like that. So I'm just
Okay.
thinking right now, but I have not planned
That's a
anything.
very
But
good idea. That's a very good idea. I think we can do something like that, and that is the only thing we can do and think of it.
yeah,
Right.
I'm
Things would
thinking
be at a lesser scale, in a smaller scale, but
yeah,
yes.
yeah, because we have to keep on working. We cannot just stop, right? So we
Absolutely.
have to, our industry has to go on, because if
Yes.
I stop, with me, the whole team has to stop, and then they have the family. So we have to keep on working, and we have to keep on
Absolutely.
thinking, what new can be done. So
Mm-hmm.
for me
Right.
right now, I'm working on this website so that people can buy it online. So
Right.
Right.
this is something that, because I'm getting so many things, I mean, inquiries that they want to buy, how to do it, design. So I'm making it available online, and so that a person, suppose you want to buy something from me, I'll make it in a way so that you can design your own stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and just this thing that will get uploaded in my profile, and I can work it like that. You can
Right.
pay me online. So I'm just
Right.
working on that right now with the website, and where people can purchase online and make their own designs. So this is what
Mm-hmm.
See,
I'm
Tanmay,
right
what
now.
I've sorry, yeah, what I
Hmm.
feel, Tanmay, is this: the
Yeah.
situation is like that since the events are not happening, the gatherings are not
Right.
happening. See, the
Right.
fashion industry is also suffering, because see, when there are events like weddings and parties and big
Right.
events, so the
Yeah.
designers
Right.
get a scope to design a lot of things, because
Right.
basic the designers' main revenue is on that. The
Mm-hmm.
designers revenues basically come from the wedding collection or whatever, wedding trousseau, or basic, that is how it happens. So I think once this things start happening, I think
Mm-hmm.
designers are going to bounce back, and this
Right.
industry is going to bounce back. I have a feeling.
Right. Of course. Of course. Of course. When I talk about events, like, of course, Minudi and I, we go a very long time back when we started doing the T2 Glam Face, and then we did a T2 calendar
T2.
launch.
Yeah.
So any
Hmm.
kind of events that I have
Yeah.
done in my past, whether I have done it for working for a company or I have done it on my own. Minudi and I have been always together. So when it comes to events, obviously I would like to know from Minudi also, like, what is her view on this? That we are definite that events are not going to happen for at least 6 months, which could go up to a year also. That is a
Exactly.
prediction. But so, how
Maybe.
do you? What is
Maybe.
your
Yeah.
take on it? What are your views on it?
My views on it, I have seen a lot of people from our industry who are panicking so much, even now, and they're shutting off their business, they're shifting their business from, modeling to something else. So, what I
Right.
want to say, whatever is your genre, they're trying to change the genre. So, what I
Mm,
want to say, have a little more patience. Let's think something more about it. Let's think something
mm,
conscious. Let's think something good, and come out of it a good, achievements there. We all can work together. We just have to be a little bit patient, motivated, and just keep going on. This is all I want to say.
right.
I feel very
Fantastic.
demotivated because everyone knows that we keep working the whole day. We run here and there. We choreograph shows. We do shows.
Mm,
The designers, everyone is so busy.
mm,
These days, I also get demotivated. But
mm.
after some time, I come out of it. So
Yeah.
I just want to request everyone, let's go ahead positively. That's what.
Yeah,
Right.
just we should think about the positive side. Is that Tanmay, we are
Yes.
getting so much of time to
Positive
think,
side.
Right.
which we
Right.
we never had earlier. We were
Exactly.
Right.
so
And
busy
yeah,
that
we
we
never
did
had.
not have time to think. Now,
Mm,
at least, I feel that this is the best time to think about yourself, about
right.
your work, and plan your
Right.
future in a way. Because, see, this is something that has happened after 100 years.
Mm,
Okay, so maybe
right.
in our next lifetime, we'll never face it. So this is the best
Right.
time to spend time with yourself. Think what the best way that I can, improve myself, my skills, my relationships, or
Mm,
whatever. So this is the best
Exactly.
time. So I think we should think it in a positive way, and I get
right.
demotivated a lot. But then this is how okay, I have time to think now, at least think and work on it, and then
Exactly.
that's what we have to stay motivated,
That's what. Yeah. So
Mm,
because we don't.
lovely.
because
Yeah. Exactly. It's because when we keep working, we don't get time for ourselves. We keep
no
on
no
working. We
no
sleep
no
late at
no
night. We get
no
up early in the morning. no, we don't eat food on time. We don't sleep on time. We just keep working. So this is the time God has given us to give time to ourselves, our family, know more about us. We are more talented. Besides,
Mm.
choreographing and all, we have other talents also. So I
Right.
want to know from you now. You're asking us questions. Now I want to know from you. How can you
Ah,
keep yourself motivated?
what
How,
you're
how can I
doing?
keep myself?
I keep seeing your videos, workout
Okay,
videos.
okay.
How should
Yeah, yeah.
yes? So how
See,
should we keep ourselves motivated?
I'll tell you what. For me, it's very, very simple. Whatever money you earn in your life, or whatever source of income you have, whatever wealth that somebody is accumulating, if your health is not good, all those things will go in vain at the end of the day.
Yeah.
দেহা থাকিলেহে বেহা বুলি যে কথা এটা আছে.
Ha
It's
ha
that
ha.
very
Ekdam
simple.
thik.
It's health is wealth ultimately. So no matter how many events we do, no matter how much of planning and strategies we make to make our life viable, make our sources of income better, if you fall sick even once, and if that gets prolonged, so all your energy, all your scope of earning, all your money, everything comes to almost a zero kind of a situation that time. So that is the only thing that keeps me going. I feel that if you are healthy, if you are able to, because everybody has some kind of a drawback. My drawback is that I do not have control on my eating habits. I am a big foodie. I eat everything and anything, so I know that I cannot maintain my diet. So the only way I can keep going is that I have to go keep on doing my workouts. I have to keep on doing my whatever circuit trainings, weight training, cardio, running, cycling, whatever. So I have to do. Otherwise, I know the kind of eating habits I have, I will put on weight and I'll surely have health
Same,
problems
same.
in the
Ha.
near future. So
Same
and
with me.
moreover,
Same, same.
yeah, I know. Moreover, the gym is shut now because I am a kind of a
Yeah.
guy who have never worked out alone in his life. I have never. I have played all kind of team sports. I have
Even
played cricket. I have played badminton, lawn tennis. I was completely into sports. Then when I started going to the gym, I need people around me. I don't know. I see people and I get more motivated to work out.
yeah.
But
Absolutely.
now because the gym has shut down, like the way Varsha said, initial 20, 25 days was a shock. Even it was for initial 10, 15 days was even a shock for
The
me.
shock.
I
Yeah.
I have never had hunger pranks in the middle of the night. When life was normal, I used to eat my dinner, I used to watch TV
And
and I used to sleep.
and sleep.
Now, just because we have so much of time, I started getting hunger pranks in the middle of the night. And because of that, I started eating junk. Then I realized that, okay, because the life now we have so much of time, nothing to do. Is it happening because of that we have started eating more? We are getting more concerned about our food. What will happen
Hmm.
if there's no food left in the market after 15 days, 20 days? What will happen? So I was completely confused. So then I realized that no, eating is not the solution. I have to work out. I have to keep myself fit. Then only actually initial 8-10 days I did not work out. Then when I started putting on weight, then I realized that no, now it's time I started to work out. And when I started doing workout, even Rahul said from Sentinel, okay, why don't we make some fitness videos and show it to my followers and my fans and the people who are following the Sentinel page. They also would like to know. So then I started making these fitness videos. Once I started making these fitness videos, I made this working out a regular habit. Of course, at some point of time, you again get bored of doing the same thing again. How much will
Ah.
you work out at home? So then I started running in between. I stopped my workout once the lockdown opened. Then I started running. After a few days of running, then I decided, okay, everybody is cycling. Let's buy a cycle, and I started cycling. So it is like something you need to do, some kind of activity. A lot of people. I am not into yoga, but a lot of people do yoga. Yoga is also very good. So a lot of people are practicing yoga who have never done yoga in their life. Now they have started practicing yoga. So everybody is doing something or the other. So that is my only. That's
You know
something.
what, Tanmay? During this
Right.
lockdown, whatever the period was from February, I guess, last, I have lost
Right.
8 to 9 kgs.
Wow.
I met Meghnaba recently. I told her, people
Okay.
started
And
gaining weight.
Bersha have gained. I've
I
gained.
lost weight. I was so much into my diet because I have to keep myself motivated. I was so much into my diet. I was so much into, counting my steps, so much into working
Yes.
out. So, this is something good that happened to me. Now I have a new plan. I have to lose more 7 to 8 kgs. So
Wow.
this time
So yeah, you
I'm more
need some kind
excited
of
now.
trigger. Yes, yes, you
Yeah.
need some kind of trigger, some kind of motivation, because now again you know for sure that 14 days you have nothing to do. So you just need to
Nothing to
one
do.
fine morning get up and decide that okay, what do you want to do in these 14 days? Whether you want to be creative and I'll give an example. I was also never into cooking, but actually during
Yeah.
this lockdown I started cooking also. As I said, I'm a foodie, so I'm a big fan of. I love prawns. So I started experimenting with dishes which involve prawns. So I started making different kind of prawns at home. Then I started cooking chicken. So I have never cooked in my life. So this lockdown actually made me start cooking also. So actually this lockdown is teaching us a lot of different things which we are not even aware of.
Lot of things.
Yes, we are not even aware of
We were
that this
not
we have.
spending time with our family.
Yes,
I,
yes, absolutely.
I could hardly see my son. Morning he'll go to school, and when I come back at 8:30, he'll probably be busy with his studying, and then he'll go to sleep. So now,
I'm
at
so
least
motivated.
yeah, you're
I'm so
motivated.
motivated by both of you that I'm now thinking 14 days I have to work out. The only thing I have to do is
Yes,
work
yes,
out now.
absolutely.
Send
Everybody
me
is
your
talking about
morning.
Yeah.
workout
Send
and
me
all.
So
I
your
what
think,
is
morning pic.
I will,
exactly?
I will,
So
I will
Jyoti and
definitely.
Kashmiri, we want to
I
know
know.
what is
You're
your plan for
inspiring,
another
baby.
14 days. What are you planning to do?
see, we are
Jyoti
not
and Kashmiri,
by
what are you
looking
planning
at
to
us.
do for the next
By
14
looking at
days?
us, everybody knows that we are not very good with workouts and weight loss and all. That is also inevitable, and it is visible with my all packed abs instead of my six abs and all. So I think, but yeah, we think that how we utilized is it's the best time, as Bashab also said, to spend time with family. But one more thing is that it's the best time of your life to study and to learn, because you
Yes.
will not get as much as free time like this one. I had been enrolled since the lockdown started. I have enrolled myself in lot of online courses, and on many fronts, like designing, then on content creation, and for softwares also, on my technical field as well. So
Okay.
on PowerPoints, on Excel, and I had
Mm.
enrolled myself in at least 4 to 5 programs. Along with the study, we can go through a lot of novels and all those motivational books and all. So I think it's one of the best time. Kashmiri is totally busy with her studies, because I think she became more busy after the lockdown, because her classes are completely going online, and they had given so much of a getting,
Yeah.
she's I think it is more hectic than before the pandemic, because lot of they are thinking that lot of
We have a lot of
they
time
have
staying
lot
at
of
home.
time staying at home, so they are giving lot of work to do. So she's I think she has not slept for the last 5 nights till now.
Okay.
So like all the weeks are like this only. So
And
that's
then the
why I think,
worst thing is that we have to work also. No, there is no. I mean, I
Yeah.
have
yes.
only one help at home, and then ঘৰত থাকিলে কি হয় এইটো লেতেৰা সেইটো লেতেৰা started cleaning things
Yes,
and
and nowadays we have to cook also, because earlier we
cook.
can,
Yeah, yeah.
because in our lifestyle at least one meal is coming from outside, and we had our helper who can, cook food for us. Now it's very difficult for, to cook the 3 meals all together. So it's
Right.
really
Right.
so. But I think that's how we are learning, and that's how we are honing our cooking skills also, maybe.
Right.
Which was not so
Right.
brilliant earlier. But I think yes, I think this is the best time to, as Tanmay also said and Barshaba also said, she's looking beautiful as always. So I think best time to work out, to lose weight, but I think it's
Yeah,
the best time to learn also. You can
Yes.
yeah. Best time to
online
learn
classes
and
and
try
lot of
working out.
yes, lot
Yeah,
of
I should take some tips from you.
even
Exercise, walk.
lot of the professors and creators are giving their courses online because of this pandemic. So I think we can learn, I
Yeah,
think, a lot from them. So I
lot of
think that's
things.
how
Yeah.
Okay.
we can utilize our time.
Okay. Before, as we are almost towards the end, so anyways, we are going to close our discussion at 9:15. So I just one last issue that I wanted to talk about because a lot of people are listening to us. There are a lot of young guys who are into design courses and fashion designing courses now. The institutes are closed, though they are still doing online classes and all. But the final years who are supposed to graduate and showcase their collection and get into this field, that's getting delayed. All right. So obviously, a lot of final year students or whatever you call it, the students who are coming to an end of their course, they will be a lot demotivated because it's a setback at the end of the day because they had plans that okay, I am going to launch my thing, I have learned, so they will have a plan, they will have a strategy, they'll have funds, how they want to go about their designs and their collections in future. So it's a big demotivation for them also because things are getting delayed and we all are uncertain. Of course, you guys are established, you have a strong brand, people know you, but the young guys and girls who people do not know, they were completely dependent on graduating and showcasing their collection and making a mark. So for them it's a big demotivation. Why I'm saying this, I'm saying this for one more reason. It is very sad, but we are unfortunately getting to hear about a lot of suicides. All right, say Sushant Singh Rajput thing happened, the TikToker thing happened. So lot of people are getting actually demotivated, and they're seeing this dark side of life, and they're uh, not able to cope up, and they're giving up. So I want, from the designer's perspective, the young guys and girls who are hoping to make a mark, establish a brand of their own, what would be your suggestion to them that they should not lose hope and they should, because they would like to get to a position that you are in right now. So I think Meghnaba has just lost the. I think
Connection.
she was. We will see if Meghnaba can come back to the conversation. So I just want to know from you people that what is your take on this? That how should
See,
this
is
young guy cope up?
see, Tanmay, as I mentioned earlier as well, this is the best time to think.
Right,
Okay, and this
right,
is the, I think, we have to keep ourselves motivated at all the time.
right,
And this is what we should make all the youngsters understand, which
right,
I do
right,
with my son who's 13. I tell him
right,
that we have to make ourselves strong mentally,
mm,
and
right,
we have to motivate ourselves. I cannot do it
mm,
for someone else because I cannot meet anyone, right? I can
right,
do
right,
it to my son, but then we should make our mind so strong that nothing, I mean, no negativity can hit us badly, And as about this new generations, those who are willing to set up their brands, as I told you earlier, this is the best time. If anyone is listening, this is the best time to think. This is the best time to create something that no one has ever created. We should work on something so different that nobody has done it earlier. You can obviously take some inspiration, but this is what we have to think, that we have to keep ourselves motivated. Number one, we have to stay positive, and if you are if someone is as you asked me about inspiring aspiring designer, then think and create something that nobody has created ever. And I think
right,
this is the best time we can think something new, কোনো
right.
যোনটো কৰা নাই, maybe,
Parana,
so
I got a
we
Kunyojin.
have to we have to keep
Right,
ourselves motivated. Only we can
right,
do that. You cannot
okay,
make me motivated, pariba, for
right,
10 minutes, maybe for half an hour, but
right,
once that session is over, because so many sessions are happening online, because
right,
you talk about psychiatrists or these people are doing online counseling because people are going through a lot of depression, but then
Right.
that counseling will happen for 30 minutes, but you have to
Right.
there's 24 hours in a day, right? So
Right.
we can keep ourselves motivated and we have to stay positive, and that's all, I think a good little bit of exercise and meditation will help us in doing that.
Right. Right.
So that's what I want to say.
Okay, so Meghnaba has just joined us back. So I just wanted to
Yes.
what we were discussing about that before we are
I was
almost on the
hearing. I was hearing.
yeah. Oh, you could hear what we were saying, right?
Yes,
Earlier.
I couldn't see myself. Yes, I could see you all,
Oh,
guys.
okay, okay,
Yes.
all right, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meghnaba, what is your take on it for these young guys and girls not to take this drastic step and keep
Yes.
themselves motivated? What
See, I
is
think
your
we
take?
should. Yes, what I feel is that people should get in touch with each other at this moment.
Right,
Being in
right,
touch is one small little thing that we can do. Probably people who
right,
never even spoke or never even called up. I think we should do
right,
that initially. If
right,
I think I should do that, there are some people that I have
right,
never called in my life. I said I should do
right,
that. It will motivate them. My old
right,
friends or somebody I know, young
right,
models or young, people who are working in the field of entertainment or
right,
events. I think we should be in
right,
touch. We should try to
right.
motivate each other in a way. Yes, whatever Varsha said is absolutely correct. We should plan something for the future. Yes, if you keep thinking positive thoughts, if you feed the mind with some positive thoughts, then definitely you will feel motivated to do something. Because in a situation like this, when we see there's no hope, we feel at times as there's no hope, or God knows when the vaccine is going to come and when it's going to get over. See, my son, he stays abroad, and I feel inspired, but he's making a lot of music. I mean, he's not, probably for me, he's making the best, but what he thinks that he's doing the best taking out all the time of his life and doing something that he loves doing. So we should do something that we love doing. We should not think that,
Exactly.
kali ki hobo ami nazanu kinu labh ase kori. We should not do that. We should do it the way it's. There's always a nice tomorrow coming in.
Right.
So আমি সেইটো ভাবি প্লে কৰিব লাগে। ইয়েস, আমাৰ অলপ বেয়া লাগিব বিকজ আমাৰ ৱৰ্কাৰ্ছবোৰ নাই, এতিয়া গুচি গৈছে। কিছুমান আছে, আমি সদায় কমপ্লেইন কৰি আছিলো তন্ময় এটা কথা, যে আমাৰ ভিউৱাৰ্ছ বিলাকে আমাক খুব দিগদাৰ দিয়ে। What I always complained with a lot of people, and a lot of people, we don't mutually talk like that. But I felt now a different, view of them. They're the ones who are sticking to me. They're the ones who are there for me. And for them, I'm getting motivated. Because যেতিয়া সব বস্তু বন্ধ হৈ যায়, অকমানটো নেগেটিভ এটা ফিলিং সবৰে আহিবই। That is very natural. আমিতো ক'ব নোৱাৰো যে নাই, just because we are talking live and we cannot say we are all the time happy people. We are not. We all have our own emotions. Emotions আমাৰ সব আছে, happy, sad, whatever. Yes, exercise in one form that keeps you don't know how it makes you happy. I think Tanmoy, you know that. Even Barsha knows that. People who work out, they know it. So হেতু আমি গম নাপাও, আমি ভাবিম কিয় না এক্সাৰসাইজ কৰিব লাগে, বাট কৰিব লাগে। কৰিলে কি হয়, you get the good hormones coming in, you feel good, it works on your mind and your brain and your entire system. So I think one should do that. Activity অলপ কৰিব লাগে, ঘৰৰ চিৰি কিটাকে খোজ কাঢ়িব লাগে, which I will do. Barsha, I am very motivated from you, and Tanmoy also. Yes, and I will motivate 3-4 more people around me.
And also, Tanmay, we should set goals.
Yes.
Okay, after 21 days, I'm going to launch this. Once this session, 14 days or 25 days, 21 days, whatever it is, maybe more as a designer, I'll launch something like this. I'll work on this kind of design. I'll or maybe me it is
Set
like
your goals.
I'll because I was a singer, okay, মই গান গাইছিলো, classical singer আছিলো, মই এৰি দিলো এতিয়া।
Oh wow.
So next 21 days I'm thinking I'll practice, মই ৰিয়াজ কৰিম যেটো মই আগতে কৰোতে কৰিছিলো, so I'll do that. And then I have to lose weight, so this is one more goal. And third thing is that I তোমাক যেটো কলো aspiring designers কাৰণে I'll make something new, নতুন এটা collection কৰিম. So we should set goals for ourselves so that it keeps us motivated.
Right. Okay, so Jyoti and Kashmiri, so what is your message to these young aspiring designers?
I would like to say to all the aspiring designers, the students, ki 6 months, 1 year is nothing. You have your whole life ahead of you. Just think about
Right,
that. And
right,
every designer, they're an artist. They're creative people. So as
right,
Barsha said, yeah, you should use this time like you have been always busy with your studies or trying to achieve something. You have this people to this time to yourself to to explore your creative corners of your brain. You do something for yourself. um, just explore,
As
think,
right,
as I said.
yes, actually, this Ratan Tata ji also said for this year. No, this is the year of actually survival. So it's
yes,
let's
Yeah.
not let's forget about profits and jobs, and I know it's very
Yeah, first
important,
survive.
but we have to survive first. And the young designers and all, actually we also started very late. So it's everybody has their own time. They can, it's 6 months and 1 year. Even in other fields also nowadays, people used to drop for 1 year for preparing for competitive exams, like be it IAS, be it AI triple E, be it JEE, be it for MBBS, everything. So I think this year will go like this. And if somebody, although people will remember the class of 2020 in any field, everybody
right,
is convocating on,
Yes.
online convocation is happening. And those
right,
people, those young designers, or those people coming out of other backgrounds also, people are accepting, companies are accepting, houses are accepting them as well, because they are also understanding the situation. Maybe the
right,
salaries will be low, or maybe they have to face, they had to work remotely or something like that. But yeah, there is
right,
always a scope. You have to keep on pushing. And this is the biggest thing. We have to survive this year. We have to be healthy this year, so that we can bounce back really next year.
Yes.
This 6 months,
right,
1 year will be nothing
Yes,
as compared
absolutely.
to, because if young designers and all, if their families, for those people at least, on which their family is not dependent, because they are just students and all, most of the people,
mm,
they can still prepare for 1 year. They can do really creative. They can
Whatever you have
launch.
thought of doing, take some more time.
They can learn
right,
more and all, and bounce back really next year.
Yeah,
And
Learn more.
that option is
even
always,
better.
Right, absolutely.
there. You can work remotely.
right.
Anyways, we all are working remotely only. We all are
Right.
working through digital medium, so they can really use the digital medium as much as possible.
Yes. So, last message from
So
Meenu.
basically, it's like
What is?
preparing yourself for a better tomorrow. You have to prepare
Yes.
for a better
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yes.
And
So that.
set goals
Anji,
for yourself.
tell me, Tanmoy.
Yeah. So
Set
I
goals for
wanted to know
yourself.
from you.
Don't go negative. Always
So
think about the good work what you have done in past. Yeah.
right.
Tell me. Sorry. Tell me.
Yeah, that is what I wanted to know from you. So, what
Tell
is your message to these young guys and girls that you, as a experienced person in this industry, what would you like to say to the people who are actually getting demotivated, unfortunately, but still, as I keep on saying, every dark cloud has a silver lining. So, what is your message to them?
exactly. My message to them is very simple. I just want them to go back to the memories, the good work they have done, how they have earned their name. Never listen to other people who put you down, who pull you down. Always be positive. Do what you like. Do what you love. Like,
Right.
love yourself first and share love. Help others if you can. Not monetarily,
Mm,
but, mentally. Talk to others,
mm,
as Meghna and
mm.
all this said. And we have to keep going. This is just a bad phase we all are going through, but we
Right.
will beat it.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for joining in and sharing your views. Birat bhal lagile. I hope this session was, although we had a lot of fun also doing this, but I think what message we wanted to give, we could give out in our smallest
Yes.
of ways. Thank you so much, Barsha. Thank you
Thank you
so much,
so
Jyoti.
much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tanmay.
Thank you so much, Meghnaba. Thank you for giving us your precious time and joining this conversation. And we will continue doing this with a lot of different stalwarts from the industry. And thank you, Meenu. Thank you for hosting us. And I just would like to just say that stay safe, stay healthy, and like the way
Stay
you have told
motivated.
people,
Yes.
yeah, like the way you have told people to stay motivated
Stay
and stay
motivated
positive.
with yourself.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And if you
Okay.
eat too much, don't forget to exercise.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Okay, bye bye. Thank
Yes.
you so much, everyone, for
Bye bye.
joining
Thank you
us.
so much.
Bye
Take care,
bye.
everybody.
Thank you
I'll
so
see
And
you
much for
soon.
joining us. Thank you, Tanmoy.
Take
Bye.
care.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Take care.
Bye
Bye.
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 last
Bye.
Bye.
thing,
Bye bye.
Okay.
forget
Bye.
handshake and
Hello.
start
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Jyoti.
yes, yes, yes. Namaste. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, Jyoti Kashmiri.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank you
so
so
much. Thank you, Minudi. Thank you, Meghnava. Thank you, Varsha. Bye. Take care, everyone. Bye.